Hey, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to You're the Batman. My God, I can't get it. Today's Batman Beyond episode is Hidden Agenda. So, this episode starts off a group of newer Jokers. We haven't really seen them before. They're led by, not personality wise, but looks wise. Imagine if, like, Kiss and the Joker just combined. That's essentially what the guy is. And he's got like a bigger Joker helper and like a Harley Quinn knockoff and some other bozo. Um, and they're riding this elevator, and this one guy, he's like trying to get there really fast. He's like, "Oh, thank God! I thought I missed my train." And from that point on, he just gets like absolutely relentlessly bullied. Like they're just pushing him down. They're like knocking his stuff over, and then finally, like the main head honcho, he makes it so the elevator is completely stopped where it is, and then he like lets loose this like bag of kind of like chattering teeth that you see in Arkham Asylum, but these have like sharpened teeth, and they're like actively trying to kill him. I'm like, this isn't even a fucking joke. It's just you're straight up trying to kill a guy. So they escape, and somehow, I don't really know how, Batman, he shows up and he takes care of all the teeth, and the guy, if he falls out of the, I mean, it's like an elevator, it's like a train, it's kind of hard to explain. Anyway, he falls several stories, but Batman saves him, and yeah, so I don't really know what he was doing out in the middle of the day, to be honest. I was just convenient to say the least. So it's later at school, and they call it something else, but I'm just going to say the SAT scores were revealed, and Max, one of the newer girls that was introduced this season, who actually does have a personality, she got a score of 2,400, which is like literally a perfect score. Like she could not have scored higher. She did excellent, and she was really modest about it. And like, it's guys, it's just a test. It's no big deal. I'm good at taking tests. And then she explains to them how it's late here. Ignore that. She explains how she's been bored recently and is developing a program that collects data on Batman to then identify who he is. Because, like I said, she's literally just bored. So Terry, he's like, oh shit, she's kind of smart. I might be screwed. Um, and you find out another valedictorian. His name is Max Gibson. He finds out that he got like a 23.91 or a 2391. It's like 2400's the top, and I mean 2391. That is a very respectable number. I mean, it's like you missed like one or two questions depending on how long the damn test was. But he's really distraught. Um, and he gets home, and his mother's like, oh, well, congratulations. You're the winning loser. And I'm just like, God damn, lady, be happy for your kid. Which I am so glad they didn't make her like an Asian stereotype and just like had him just be like a regular white guy, because that just would have looked so bad, because she's essentially like, oh, congratulations, you're pretty much useless. You missed like two questions on the test. You are dead to me. So yeah, kind of glad they didn't go with that stereotype. And he excuses himself, and you find out that he was the head Joker leader of the group. So he calls his guys together, and him and the gang, they go to the school, and they like trash a whole bunch of places. They trash like where the scores are being broadcasted, and then he like tries to hack into the school system to erase Max's grade, but he's not given the proper authority. So they leave, and they're oh god, I had a little bit of a bird part there. Excuse me. Excuse me, ignore that. So the next day, everybody's like, "Holy crap, Jokers were here! This is bad stuff." And then Max opens her locker, and a big pie slash bomb comes out and like almost gets her. So Terry's like, "Oh shit, this is this is bad stuff." So later that night, he tracks down three of the men that are after her, like the gang members, not the leaders, and he chases them. Eventually, catches up to them, and the uh, the guy's like, "Yeah, we're after Max. We're gonna get her," and that's kind of the end of that. Meanwhile, at the same time, Max, she's up late studying because also she is now changing um, her program. Instead of looking out for Batman, looking out for Jokers. So she's working on that, and she hears laughter coming out from the hall, and then she finds out that she's the only one in the whole building, and the automatic cleaning droids, they have been programmed, instead of spraying like a cleaning material, they're spraying acid. So they're like cornering her and getting her like almost sprayed, when then Batman, he comes in and saves her. um, and he's like, "Hey, listen, the Jokers are after you. You gotta stop what you're doing, okay? They're gonna get you." So later, she finds out that like one of the programs that she's writing, it lists Terry McGinnis as a. Oh, no, 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 no. So Batman comes in, saves her, and then Terry shows up, like literally out of the blue. It's the middle of the night at school. He has no business being there, and he's like, "Hey Max, you gotta trust me on this. Leave the Jokers alone. Quit using your program to go after them. You're just gonna get yourself hurt." Which he thinks they're after her because of the program, but they're actually going after her literally because she got a high score on a test. So that's kind of like the confusion in this episode. So he, as Terry, tells her that, and as she's about to delete the program, she finds out that Terry is a match for somebody who's living a double life. So the next day at school, she's like very, very hesitant with Terry because she thinks he's a Joker. Because how would he know about the Jokers going after her unless he was one? So it's just kind of this like big mess of just miscommunication and just bad luck, honestly. So Max, she sends him an email being like, "Hey, meet me at the park. I know your secret identity. If you don't want it revealed, you'll meet me there." So Terry, he gets home late, and he just before he goes to bed, he like checks his messages and then rushes to the park. Meanwhile, Max, she runs into the Jokers, and she thinks the head guy is Terry, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I thought you'd get my email. You liked that, didn't you?" And the guy's like, "I have no clue what the fuck you're talking about." And she's like, "Well, isn't one of you Terry?" And he's like, "No, we've just been kind of following you. We're trying to kill you." And Max is like, "Oh shit." So then they're about to get her, but then Batman shows up, and I gotta say, Max in this scene is kind of a badass. Like Batman, he tells her to run, and she immediately runs and tackles like the female thug, and then she's running away from another guy and bashes his head in. Granted, she does get captured, but then she like does like a little flip thing and knocks him into a fountain, and a ball from the fountain rolls down, which gives Batman an opportunity to take out the main thug. And I'm just like, man, go Max! Like, damn girl. Granted, some of that was dumb luck, but still, good, kudos. So yeah, then the next day, Max, she confronts Terry, and she's like, "Hey, so you're Batman. Uh, so we should probably talk about that." And he's like, "Oh shit, I guess he found out about that." And she's like, "Yeah, on accident, oopsie doodle." So she kind of agrees to be Max's like, I guess if you saw Spider-Man, man in the chair. So Dana comes in. She's pissed at Terry for like holding her up the other day, which it's. I mean, Dana, come on, like you're kind of asking for it at this point. Like he does it all the time. I feel like it's fucking Amber from Invincible all over again. But anyway, Max covers for him, and it basically just ends with knowing that Max is going to be an ally for Batman, which is really good because I remember when I first liked the show, I really liked Max, and I really wished Max and Terry got together because I thought they just had so much better chemistry than Terry and Dana. But yeah, good episode. Uh, kind of like a just I don't know the exact words for it, but like happenstance, is that it? Just a big miscommunication all over, wrong hints leading to wrong conclusions, but in a really fun, organic way, if that makes sense. That one guy though, to literally want to kill somebody because they got 9 points higher than you want to test. Jesus Christ, that is. You want to talk about going over the limit? Like, this guy's at a fucking 11 when he needs to be at like a 4. Mate, just. I don't know. It was nuts. I mean, he gets the term Joker pretty correctly because that's petty as shit and something the Joker would do. But, yeah, good episode. A lot does happen, both action wise and like story beat wise. So if I were to rate it, I don't know. I can't give it a 7 in all good faith, and then it's not a 4 to a 1. So I'm debating between 5 and 6, which I'm really trying to think of like what I didn't like about the episode. Which I mean, everything kind of aligns pretty well. I don't know. It's good stuff. I think I'll give it a 6. Yeah, a good 6 out of 7. So yeah, that's it. Bye bye.